What's up guys, Daan de Groot here. I'm here with Bart. Today I want to take a look at using footlocks in a world of heel hooks. So this is a concept I've been playing with for a long time. I've been doing footlocks for a long time, heel hooks as well, and I feel they combine really well. So in this video I want to talk about the straight footlock, how I use it, in competition as well. So we're going to look at some competition footage as well where I apply it. I'll show you guys how I enter the position and how I finish, even if somebody puts up good resistance and if they have relatively flexible ankles. So we're going to start with the entry, just a basic shin on shin entry. Here we go, shin to shin. And then important detail, when my partner tries to get close for maybe like a knee slide, here I can get into a lot of trouble. So I don't want that. As I enter, I need to frame. So first I frame on the hip. When I feel that Bart's really go for the knee slide, I can even frame on the upper body. As we fall back, we go into our straight footlock position. Now, in the case, here my partner went down on the knee, and I started trying to finish from here. Instead of using a regular single leg X, I like to switch to a so-called butterfly Aoki here. From here we can manage the distance a little bit better. I can push the foot out, so it's at the end of the lever. I'll show you that detail just a bit. I push the shin, and now I can finish. Most people I can finish here, so I just put back and get some pressure. So, as always with footlocks, we want to be at the end of the lever, right here. So if you sit down bar, here, and I'm here, I'm not going to be able to really bend the foot. What I want to do is get this kind of motion. So I need to go all the way at the end, like a zip line. I slide down and I catch the ankle. From there, I hold the shin and I can put a lot of pressure to get the tap. Also very important is that I control the hips here. So either with a butterfly Aoki or with standard single leg X. Okay, so those are the basic finishing mechanics. We slide down. In the case of the butterfly Aoki, you actually kick your partner away, so it gets in the right position. So instead of moving my hand, I'm moving his leg out using my foot on the inside of the hips. We kick out a little bit. From there, we can finish. Now, in the case we're going to study with the competition footage, my opponent actually, he turned away to defend here. So most of the times you can actually finish people from here. If you push out a little bit, raise your hips, you get the tap. But this guy really didn't want to tap, maybe had flexible ankles, or he thought he wanted to take a little bit of a break, so he could resist a little bit here. So what we can do there, which is a big benefit of this variation, we can push the heel out. And now we're in a so-called Aoki lock. So look how the heel slips out. I use both my hand and my foot to let the heel slip a little bit. I don't want it to slip too much. Now Bart can easily take his foot out. I just want it to slip the right amount. And now I can bend it, and it's almost like an inside heel. Twisting the foot like this, okay? So we're here, we kick out, and we get the tap. That's how I got the finish in that competition. So just a few of the ideas of the footlock in a heel hook world. They still work really well. Most people are studying mainly the heel hooks, but footlocks are an important part of that as well. So let's take a look at some competition footage where I apply this concept. So we start with a quite simple guard pull. To set it up, I keep my hands in front of me here to avoid any counterattacks. Then from there, as soon as we make contact, I sit down. Now, next step, I need to make contact to his legs, so I hug around the calf muscle here, right behind the knee, and then I bring him into me, putting my shin to shin right here to control. From here, very important detail, I use this hand to manage the distance. Hassan is a good competitor, so what he wants to do here, he wants to get a knee slide. So look how this hand is already creeping in to get the underhook. Now his next goal is knee sliding to this side. How do I block that? By using this frame right here. If his upper body can't come close, he can't knee slide. It's impossible to do a knee slide when your upper body is far away. So using that block, I manage the distance. He takes it out, but I get it back and I enter the position. From here, Hassan almost escapes his foot. He even escapes his knee here as well. But because he's on his butt, it's hard for him to move back. In the time I have, I re-establish my grip on the ankle, making it very hard for him to escape. Here. And now I can reset my grips. So look at the position I use for control here. I hug an ankle lock grip around his ankle. Then I put one foot on the hip and the other one behind his far hamstring.
this is my favorite control position from here. I don't like to rush to finishing positions. I like to control a little bit here, and then I move to more attacking positions, like getting this ankle in a shallow X-guard or a butterfly X-guard, which I do right here. Now Hassan spins out. Sometimes a good idea, but I wouldn't recommend it against ankle locks. If you spin out, it can happen that your ankle stays put because it's locked up, and then you can actually hurt your own knee more than you escape. So that's not something I would recommend, but sometimes it helps by getting out. What I need to do here as the attacker is I need to follow his movement. So look how I follow his move and keep control of the leg. Now let's talk a little bit about the hand configuration. I go for the standard ankle lock with this hand, but then with the other hand I grab his shin. So I grab my own wrist here and I grab his shin. With that hand I'm pushing the shin in two directions. First of all, I'm pushing a little bit towards Hassan, so the ankle slips out slightly. Not too much, of course, but slightly. And the next thing I do with it is I twist it to that side. So I'm pushing both away towards my opponent and away to that side. So I'm letting the ankle slip a little bit and I'm turning the knee. Here, making it harder for him to spin to the other side. So as you see, even though Hassan tries to spin to the other side again, because of that control of the ankle, of the shin, I managed to take him down to the other side. Now his butt is on the mat, now we can start working. Hassan builds a base on his knee and he tries to turn away from the footlock, so towards his free leg. Problems here occur if I stay facing to that side. Then he might be able to escape. So look how I follow his movement. I'm on my side, but as Hassan turns, look how I'm turning with him. So now my back is flat on the mat. Very important detail. He stays resisting really well. He's very tough here. So I noticed that I need to switch my strategy. Some people are really flexible on ankles. Some people are just really tough. They don't want to tap to ankle locks, which is understandable. Like the injuries usually aren't too severe from ankle locks. But that means I have to switch my strategy. So what I do here is I let his ankle slip slightly. He's on the hip turned away from the ankle lock, so this is my cue to do that. Look, I adjust my grip and I push the leg out even more. So I'm putting a lot of power in that direction to let his ankle slip. Now, if you look closely, you see his ankle appearing here. And then I get the tap because now the pressure is on the knee. So let's take a look at that again, the most important points. Relatively straightforward guard pull. Let me take out the notes. Okay, yeah, we should be good from here. Okay, so relatively straightforward guard pull. I keep my hands in front of me to defend myself. I'm relatively low, so my posture is relatively bent. Now, as soon as we make contact, I use that to sit down, keeping him in front of me, and then we readjust to the center. Now, I make my grips shin to shin, hand around the shin, and now it's important that we get that block on the neck so he doesn't get close to the knee slide, which he's planning to do as we look at the grip underneath. Then I can enter the position. Now, he tries to escape, but because his butt is on the mat, I have enough time to lock up the good single leg X. As he gets up, I use this position first. Don't rush to finishing positions if you don't have control. That's the moment when people start escaping. So when I feel I'm comfortable there, now I switch. I follow his movement using that shotgun configuration of the hands. From there, I drop him to the side, using that pressure on the shin, moving him out. He stays tough, stays resisting. So the next thing I need to do is, of course, following his movement. When he turns to the other side, look how I'm also turning my back flat on a mat. From there, I let the ankle slip out slightly. Adjusting my grip. And there we get the tap because now it's on the knee instead of on the ankle.
Okay, so you see it also works in competition. If you like these ideas, these concepts, definitely take a look at my upcoming instructional. If it's out, I'll put the link in the description below. If it's not out, unfortunately you have to wait a little bit more, but it's going to be released on BJJ Fanatics very soon. So there I'll explain all these techniques, all these concepts in way more detail, so make sure to check it out. Thanks.